Yo, what up? My name's Antonio Kanja. This is Should We Do a Podcast?
Okay.
Anyways,
what are we talking about?
Shit, I'm so sorry.
What are we talking about?
I just feel very insensitive that I just told her we're about to start. Anyways, so welcome back to the show.
Hey.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
The show called Should We Do a Podcast? Today is my guest.
Yeah, apparently we should.
is the homie Devante. Came all the way from the 6 to be here.
Canada, Toronto.
Campus Marshes.
Yeah.
All right, so what's up? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm with my homies, man. Am I allowed to, like, can I say the N-word on this?
Yeah, whatever you want.
All right,
I'm not going to cut it.
All right.
I'm not editing.
Oh, you're not editing this?
No.
Oh, so I'm with my ninjas out here, you know what I mean? Like, niggas. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, so, oh, God. This sucks. Anyway, you're making a lot of eye contact. Thank you.
I got you.
Bro, I was about to take a sip. so I feel like I need a better way to hold this up. Wait, here we go. Oh, this is about to be it. Good enough. Anyway, so yeah, we're in the middle of Campus Marshes here.
We're here.
Dad, what, you've been here since yesterday in the morning?
Yes.
Or yesterday at night?
Yesterday afternoon I got here.
Lit. I hope you can't. Oh, shit, look at the Ducati King.
Oh, wow. Good for them.
All in the
That's crazy. I wish I had a bike. Wow, you hear him revving up?
Bro, you can definitely.
Wow. That's crazy. You're like, wow.
Dev, you're on 12 right now. I can't tell if you're doing this just for the show or was. Bro, Tiny Dick Gang. Who do you think has a smaller dick? Guys who rev their engines like that, or guys who have bigger trucks?
Hey, just me. Yeah, I don't want to wish that on my future, though. I'm not going to lie. Definitely the guy with the bigger truck. I'm not going to lie.
Bigger truck?
'Cause at the end of the day, right, if you get hit on a motorcycle, you're dead.
Yeah. So you gotta at least have like.
Yeah,
some
if you have a
sort
big truck, you're like, oh, I'm secure. I got big wheels, got a big dick. Jokes, little dick, big cabin.
Big.
Little dick, big cabin size. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so Dev, we're gonna start this off how I always start this off.
How do you always start this off?
So
I didn't even know you started.
yeah,
Okay.
we've been running for about 3 minutes.
Oh shit!
Wouldn't be able to tell.
Fuck, it's word. Fuck, shit.
It's okay.
Yo, you want to mute those? Like beep, 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 beep.
Yeah,
beep,
I'll try.
He's not gonna try. I'm gonna listen
try.
to this. I'm gonna listen to this
I'll try.
podcast, and it's gonna be like,
Anyway, so
Here we go.
the question I start with for every guest: what's your relationship with podcasts? Do you listen to them? Do you like them? Do you not? Have you been on them?
yeah,
Do you
okay,
not?
cool. I've been on one podcast before.
Okay.
Shout out Wild Thoughts.
Shout out Wild Thoughts.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Rihanna and Bryson Tiller.
No, there's just these
DJ
two beautiful black girls from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They had me on their show, so that was cool. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Pretty dope.
Okay.
I don't listen to a lot of podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
but I am interested in podcasts. They're cool. It's just like sometimes I don't have like 60 minutes to like
like
burn. Yeah, like
listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love them because I feel like it's just like even if you don't have 60 minutes, like you could listen to one episode.
100%. I think it comes down to the idea that I just have to sit down and study what I want to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really comes down to that. It's like figuring out what kind of music you want to listen to, right? The genre of music. I like rap, but if you put some metal in my ear, I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So it comes down to figuring out what kind of genre I like in terms of podcasts.
So like the Wild Thoughts, what was that?
Yeah, that was cool.
What kind of show was it?
I think it's more of like a relationship, like pop culture, like, you know, that kind of like, not even gossip, but like that kind of stuff. So I was on there talking about, you know, how to get out of the friend zone and what is it like to be a partner that's like a secret and stuff like that. So you have like a relationship stuff and stuff like that, like girl stuff, you know?
Yeah. So how'd you get not messed up with that? How'd you get like caught up in with them, right?
I met them through my friend Jenny and Killick. They were just friends with them, and then they kind of like liked the vibe that me and my friend Isaiah had, and they're like, hey, like.
Were both of you on? You and
yeah,
Isaiah?
me and Isaiah. Me, Isaiah, and my friend Nate. So it was jokes because like we can just bounce off energy off of each other. It was really cool. Yeah.
So like one of the shows that I listen to, I listened to one show for like the longest time, and it was literally just these two guys. They would take emails and like they would give.
Yeah, they do that too. Yeah.
So like they would just give advice and shit like that. But then I started listening to a lot of different ones, and there's one show that I listened to, and it's 4 guys, and it's so crazy to me because I feel like that's so much to like bounce off. Oh my, sorry. There's a lot of for the people who aren't watching and just listening. We're in the middle of Campus Martius, and it's a good thing that the fountain's not going, but there's still people running around. And Dev put his superhero juice up, so there's no way I'm gonna edit this. But no. So I just think it's dope. I don't know. You kind of strike me as like someone who would have like already have been on a bunch of podcasts, just because I feel like you do so much of everything. So like I'm surprised that you haven't.
Yeah. It's just the opportunity came, and I was like, yeah, you know me, I'm down for anything. Like you're
literally.
like, yo, let's jump off a bridge. I'm like, are we gonna die? No. All right, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Like, I love life, but I also like to do shit. So
yeah.
Fuck, I swear. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I like to do stuff. So, yeah, it's just a good time. Just with the good times, man, and like, even like the way that I met you guys was just based off of just having a good time and just taking risks and just being okay with the consequences type thing.
Yeah.
You know?
So like that's what I was. Like on the way here, I was telling Rene, and I was like, I thought it was crazy that I like, the way I met you was from Demi being like, yo, we could possibly be in Mexico for 6 months. Would you want to do it? I'd be like, yo, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Let's do that video. And he's like, okay, but you got to help me shoot this video for me and my homie. I was like, oh, say less. I'm with it. We'll do that. And we, and what? It was over the course of like what, 2 days?
Yeah, it was 2 days. It was a good 2 days. It was a lot of fun. And you know what's crazy is that like we did a lot of dreaming during those days. We're like, yo, this video is gonna be sick. We're gonna have a good time. And like, I mean, like for the video, it came out really well. But I'm sure like we were stressed out doing it. But like we started like dreaming about, what is it gonna be like if we're there for 6 months in Mexico? Like, we'll just be drinking like.
That's what I thought. I was like, yo, I had it in my head, and I didn't even. I wasn't even shooting it. I was just like, yo, we're going to be in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is about to be so lit. We're going to be sitting on the beach making travel videos. And I was like, didn't even make it to round 2?
No, we didn't. Yeah, but that has something to do with clout. And, you know, I'm pretty sure you should ask.
Bro, no, I was going to ask you about clout.
Oh, you want to ask me about clout?
Out of us.
Yeah.
You, me, and Dem.
Yeah.
You definitely got the most clout.
No,
out of
I
all
don't
of us.
have clout.
No, you were an
man.
Instagram thought for a while. Or a baddie.
I'm probably still an Instagram thought a little bit. Yeah.
Like.
Okay.
So, like.
Just to say, I don't have clout on Instagram. I just have a bunch of friends that enjoy what I do, and I do a lot of dumb shit.
And your Instagram was highly curated.
Yeah, blame Devante. That's it right there.
Yeah, like. I think you were one of the people that I first saw who like had an Instagram like that I wasn't like, yo, fuck this guy. Cause like I've seen Instagrams like that. And I'm like, yo, this guy's a douche. Like Cause it's like highly curated, like white.
Yeah, the white sides, the proportions. Like look at me and like this girl, or look at me and I'm doing all these great things.
What did you have? You had like one of like you doing stuff, one of you, and then.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. There was a time when it was like
it was
like a picture of me, then it was a picture of me and my friends, and then it was a video.
Yeah.
And like it was like that for like I want to say like 5 months or something crazy like that.
Yeah, like, that's nuts. Like But like meeting you, I was like, oh shit, like he's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
and then,
I appreciate
then, like
that. Wow.
seeing your Instagram, I was like, oh okay, maybe they're not everybody who puts who puts that much into it isn't like that. But yeah, no, I thought it was sweet. So I was just like, I don't even know how you like get into like how did you get so highly.
So I feel like the question you're asking is like, what does clout mean to me? And
yes,
like, where is it going in the world? And like,
if this is Webster's dictionary,
like what is clout?
If this is Devante's dictionary,
yeah,
what does clout mean?
Well, clout is everything in the clout. I think clout for me, honestly, is I was talking to Dem a little bit earlier about this, like when I woke up actually this morning, and I was just saying that like, you know, clout is not everything, but if you want to be really big in the entertainment industry, you gotta have some sort of clout, right? And I think the reason why people are in like uproar and like they hate the idea of clout is because a lot of people that are getting clout can't walk the walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
wait,
they're known for like film. They're like, oh, this guy's sick at film, and then when they come on set and they shoot their movie or whatever, it's trash. Like, it's terrible. Yeah. And I think the idea is like, people want to respect the artist for their art and not for their name. And I think that's why people hate clout. But the thing for me, I'm like, yo, clout is really important because it's the only thing that's going to get me out of my basement. You know, I make music, I make films, and it's like, if people don't know who I am, why is someone to come out to see me? Yeah. It really comes out to that, you know what I mean? And
which
like,
makes so much sense when you say it like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think, God, I don't want to even like talk about like Instagram like that. Like, Instagram is bad for like.
No, but
like,
Instagram is terrible. I have a time limit on that shit. Like, fuck. You don't have to leave them out. It's over at this point.
At this point, no.
We're like 7 fucks way too far. So 8. So
7 sheets to the wind. 7 fucks to the wind.
Fuck. Damn. Yo, if my mom hears this, she's gonna be really proud. That's the crazy part.
I was just about to say. You were saying earlier, you're like, yo, I try not to cuss in my stuff.
Yeah,
I
really
it
try.
turns people off. Yo, somebody's gonna be listening to this. They're gonna be like, wow, this is like. He's really articulate about clout, like talking about this, and then they're gonna hear you go, fuck,
shit,
fuck, and they're gonna be like,
fuck, shit.
I don't care what he has to say.
Yeah. Yo, to be fair though, bonus, Easter egg, I don't swear in any of my music.
Yeah, I did. I didn't notice that until you said that today.
Yeah, because I still say raunchy stuff. But like, you know,
keep
I don't.
Explicit.
I find that if you make music that doesn't have any curse words in it, one, you don't have to make a clean version. Yeah. And 2, like, people don't pick out the parts that they hate. Yeah. Right? They just kind of take it as, like, something that's cohesive. Yeah. Something that's, like, a full product. A lot of times, you know, especially, like, the older audience or people that are just really against, like, rap music, as soon as they hear 1 or 2 swears, they're like, I'm not listening to this. Right? So it kind of, like, takes away from the story. Yeah. So I was just like, you know, I don't really want to do that. And also, like, I spent a lot of time, like, talking. So there's this one quick story. I'll keep it quick.
No, bro, we got...
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it quick though. So like, I used to show my mom all my music, and this is like my earlier days. This is like year 1 of me making music.
How long have you been making music for at
like
this point?
4 years, like around 4 years. Yeah. So this is like year 1 of me making music, right? Yeah. And like, I felt really good about this track that I made because it's just a really good vibe. You know what I mean? And I remember showing it to my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh, this is cool. You're doing your thing. Like, keep trying." But then my aunts came over. And like, this is back when I used to swear. So this is year 1, like a couple months in. Yeah. And my aunts came over and they're like, hey, like my mom was like, hey, you should hear like Devante started doing music. Yeah. Da-da-da-da. And they're like, oh, we want to hear it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I had to sit through a whole like 3-minute song of me cursing. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. Yeah. Like I felt like I was going to puke. Like it was like 3 minutes felt like an hour and I was just like cursing. And it's like, oh, I want to fuck this girl, and I want to and I want to lick this out. Like, yo, really, like, trying to lick. And I'm really, you know what I mean? Like, it's really nothing. I'm not really saying anything. And so, after that, I was like, yeah, I'm a vow not to do that. And also, like, I really look up to like Will Smith. Yeah. As like,
get jiggy with it.
Yeah, yo, he was
for real. Like he popped off huge. Yeah. By not swearing.
And because he came up
not just by not swearing.
Yeah, but he was sick. But I'm saying, like, he came up in a time where like, you couldn't win a Grammy making rap music because it was like you couldn't tolerate it. You know what I mean? And he finally made like, you know, a bunch of
Was
rap.
it Big Willie style?
I think so.
I think it was.
I think it was the one before. Was it Millennium or something like that? What was
either,
no, Big Willie style was the one that was.
Millennium is Shaq.
No. Sorry, I don't even mean the track, but I mean like.
No, the album.
The album name is Shaq, but I mean like.
Big Willie style, I think, was his album.
Did I have like Miami on it and like so. Welcome to Miami? Yeah. He had a bunch
Get Jiggy with it.
Yeah, Get Jiggy with it. He has that was a banger. Yeah. And he won a Grammy off of that because everyone could listen to it. It was on the radios. It was soft.
I think that had to do partly with him going crazy on Fresh Prince.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So like, I mean, I get that. To that same like token, I feel like, cause like my big project and my big movie, like the biggest thing that I had ever done and like was the most proud of, I called Fuck It. Yeah. And like I made that after talking to like my professor. Yeah. And I was telling her, I was like, yo, I just couldn't do it. Like I just had like this, I just was feeling this and this and I was like, and I just said fuck it. Yeah. And she looked at, like, my professor looked me in the eyes and she goes, that's what you have to name it. And I was like, because I'm thinking the same thing, like, there's like a fine line you walk, like to the point where, because like people would ask me, they're like it's really sweet, but I can't tell people to watch it. I'm like, but like why? Because like I don't know. I feel like sometimes people put too much power on it, and sometimes like when you overuse it, like, because like for me, naming it "fuck it" is like, to me it's so funny. Like when I had to hear my professor say it when she's like, all right, and we're gonna be playing Antonio's movie, "Fuck it," and I'm like sitting there in the back.
Oh, that played like in front of everyone.
Bro, everybody.
That's so
my
sick.
whole class, and I'm sitting there in the back dying laughing. I was like, my professor just said "fuck it" in front of everybody, and I thought that was so funny. But then like to the same token, like it really was like my motto. I was like, I don't know what else to do, so like fuck it, I might as well just
and you've actually been doing that for like the whole time I've known you, actually.
So like I don't know, so like I get what you're saying, and I'm with that to a certain degree, but then also I like,
but here's the thing, right, is there's swearing with reason and swearing without reason, and I think in a lot of rap we swear in order to add another syllable or make it rhyme with something, and like, or you know what I mean, like it's not, we don't need to say that, and like for you it was like literally like, this is how I feel. Like a lot of people don't feel that way, like fuck it, like,
and like to you saying that, like you said you were sitting there listening to it, and you felt like you weren't saying anything. Like, I feel like that's probably the best way to say it.
100%.
Because like people throw it in just to, and like somebody called me out for saying that. They're like, oh man, like that's a cool movie, but like shouldn't have named it that. And I'm like, how many people hit me up being like, yo, that's ballsy that you named it "fuck it," turned in your final project and named it that. I was like, yeah, it's. But
here's the other thing is, right, is that you felt like, in terms of intuition, like you felt it in your soul that like it's a good idea to call it that. On the flip side was when I was hearing people hear my music when I was swearing, my intuition was like it didn't feel good. You know what I mean? So if I meant every word I said, then I would be like, I don't care if I'm swearing. But I didn't mean those words, you know?
I guess that makes sense, And then also, oh no, what was I gonna say? Shit, I was gonna say something about Chance. But I guess Chance swears.
Chance swears, but you know he's a jolly guy.
Chance is. How do you feel about Chance? Because I like to ask everybody how they feel. About Chance.
I like Chance. I think he's cool. I think.
What do you think of the Big Day?
The one thing I like about Chance is he always tries to push himself outside of his comfort zone. I mean, every single tape is bringing something new, and when I think about Chance, especially in his early days, like. Day 10 was all right. Acid Rap I thought was terrible until I took it in, right? Like off of first listen, I was like, his voice is annoying. These melodies I don't like. He's making my ears bleed. But then, you know, you sit on it for a little while and someone else shows you a song, or you're like, what is the song? Cocoa Butter Kisses? When I heard that song like from someone else's like stereo, I was like, yo, what is this? They're like, yo, is this from Acid Rap? And it was only then that I started to really take him in, like, and that was around the same time that like I discovered like Vic Mensa, and I really like Internet tape, like that tape is crazy, like super sick.
Vic Mensa makes me so sad because I feel like he changed so much, and like not in a good way. Like I understand changing as like albums come out, but I feel like I think he just got a little bit too political and forgot about having fun about music. Like, and I don't know. Hey, at the end of the day, like what I'm learning as an artist is that you take your path, and the artists or the fans have to follow. But just remember that, like, remember the reasons why you got into the game. You know what I mean? If it was to speak about something, then that's your reason. You know what I mean? But if it was to have fun, and I think that was the reason you got into the game, you kind of lost that. So that, like, okay, so then that takes me to like, how did you get into, like, because when I met you. I didn't know you were making music, but I met you like 2 years ago. So you were already making music. So like what, last year, Seven Lakes Volume 2 drop. Bro, I literally was listening to it on the way here. King Arthur still fucking goes. But I was like, to me, because like even like all of this, like the podcast and like making videos and taking pictures, like I feel like I kind of just fell into it, and I started making podcasts because I like listen to podcasts all the time. I was like, I just want to hear myself do it. I think
I feel like you also have a perspective that you want to share with the world, and so therefore I'm
narcissistic. I think I'm important.
Hey man, I think that narcissism, in this like day and age is like part of like you're born with it at this point. Like there's no way you can get away from it unless you're like this guy over here. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
like peasant life. Yeah. Which if you're watching the video and you keep seeing all the flashes, that's Dem taking pictures.
Him. Yeah, he's pretty cute though.
How they coming out?
Yeah, he's not gonna speak.
He's not gonna speak.
He's not gonna speak. Yo, hear his voice eventually.
He gave a face like you just took a nasty dump that you've been holding in all day.
Yeah, but you're relieved about it.
Yeah, you're happy
you're grinning about it. You're like, wow, it's totally done. I finally got it.
He's doing the cooking dance.
He's Kyrie dunking on like three mans.
Lil B on him.
1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like.
So, anyways, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
yeah.
So how did you? Because I guess start. Even to go back to the clout, like did you get into pictures or video first?
I got into videos first.
Videos, how far back does that go for you?
That goes to 2012.
We're in 2019.
March 2012 is when I started making videos.
And like you just picked up a camera and you're just like, yo, I'm gonna.
Yeah. So at the time I was living in residence. I went to McMaster University and there was a bunch of like, okay, I'm already done, so I might as well just swear. There's a bunch of stupid shit that was happening, right, in residence. Like, so much stupid shit was happening, and I was telling my friends like, yo, this is the only time in our lives that like shit like this is gonna happen. Like people running down this like the hallways with like toilet paper in their hands.
Because for context, for people who are listening, your vlog like popped off. Like I
don't know if it popped off. It was just a good time.
Slightly slightly popped off.
Okay,
right?
Whatever. No,
like you got people, like you got people,
couple thousand,
few thousand. Yeah, like you got people who ask you now, like bring back the vlogs.
Yeah, for sure.
And like when I met you, I went through it. I watched your whole Japan trip. That shit was so funny.
Thank you.
So you just saw it and you're like,
yeah. I was like, yo, I kept telling someone else to be like, yo, you should shoot this. We should film this. Like we should get this popping. Mm-hmm. And everyone was like, yeah, that'd be cool, but no one actually like took the step to do it. Mm-hmm. And so now that we were in March, I was like, yo, we only have like a month left of res. Someone needs to film this stuff. Like someone needs to document this. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So I bought like a T3i, $500. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anything about film. I didn't know anything, like nothing. Mm-hmm. I had iMovie, like a crappy laptop.
Yeah.
And I just shot it. And I think the cool thing about learning is that once you have a goal in mind, it becomes less about like learning the actual task, but actually getting the thing done. Mm-hmm. So during that time, I didn't know I was learning how to video edit. I just thought I was creating a video for my friends.
Just like something to remember.
Yeah, you know, like when people are like, oh wow, you rode a bike, or like you learned how to skateboard.
Yeah. And
then 10 years later, you know how to skateboard, but you're like, oh, it was really sick because I just had fun doing it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know I was learning. Video is much like that versus like music. Music I found was like really hard for me to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you just see, like that's so sweet to me because I feel like that's how, like, I was watching a bunch of vlogs on YouTube and I was just like, that's a great idea because I guess I would always like take Snapchats or like take pictures of like, me and my friends in like middle school, high school, and like thinking about it, I was like, this is, and like the more I think about it now, like everything that's kind of happening now is like it really, unless it's like a really special situation, like it's only gonna happen once. Like
that's the crazy part is that like we forget about life and like there's a lot of things that don't happen again. Like like we take it for granted. But sometimes like when you document and you capture it on photo, people are like, wow, that really happened.
Yeah.
Like we really did that. And I think I only really felt that like heavily. Well, 2 times. It was like when I did like the Japan vlogs in Thailand, but also like when I spent my time in the UK. Mm-hmm. So like when I was in UK.
Weren't you just there?
Yeah, I was just there. But the first time I went, yeah, I was getting way too drunk. I was getting sick. Like honestly, like I probably threw up a couple times.
Sicko mode straight up.
Yeah, disgusting. But yeah, the first time I went, I was there for 87 days, and so I made 87 vlogs. And if it wasn't for that vlog series, not only wouldn't have remembered every memory, but it's just like I wouldn't be able to take home and show people what I've done in that time. And I thought that was really important.
And I think that's so sweet to like hear that like that's what you did.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, to a point like when I started vlogging, like my last year and a half of like.
And I was enjoying those. I was watching those.
And like the thing, people were hitting me
this
like.
Shit is nasty.
You want some lemonade?
No, suck a dick. Like this guy put alcohol in his lemonade. Don't try that.
You don't do that?
Yeah,
we
but like
do 1 and 1.
Nah, like if I have Smirnoff Ice, I'll like chase Smirnoff Ice with like my alcohol.
Smirnoff.
You guys don't have Smirnoff Ice here?
Oh no, we do. I'm thinking like
Smirnoff, like a.
No, I'm thinking like you're chasing your Smirnoff Ice with like a lemonade.
Ew. No, that'll be weak.
That's way too much lemonade.
Think I'm a loser?
No,
you think I'm a punk? Think I'm a punk bitch? That's so crazy. I thought we were friends.
No,
you're really gonna get at me like that.
No, but you're not wearing a cardigan. You're not wearing a cardigan. I know. Chill. I would come at you if you're wearing a cardigan.
That's so crazy. Let me just unbutton the top one.
Oh shit.
All right, here we go.
Show off the drip.
I'll just show off the turtleneck, you know.
Bro, it's kind of cold out. I kind of wish I
had the chain out, little chain, little baby chain.
With the tiny with the turtleneck and chain.
Yeah,
bro,
watch yourself.
Let me ask, you ever listen to Lonely Island?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
every now and then, but I don't know every track.
But you understand the reference turtleneck and chain.
Oh yes.
Okay, cool.
Easy.
That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, I got you.
What was I gonna say?
So where we at?
I don't know. Something about, I don't know. I vlogged my last year.
Yes. Yeah.
Of college. Like looking back, I'm like, wow. Like you said, like this all happened. And
yeah.
It's cool. And like especially my like favorite thing is like actually one of the shots that Demi got is like me walking across the stage, shaking a hand and dabbing at my graduation.
I saw that. That was funny.
Like when I sit here and think about it and like go back and watch it, I'm like, I really did graduate. And like that's
what you did with the Elevate. Like, yeah.
And like I think that's sweet. And I heard you ever watch David Dobrik? Or heard of it? He's
barely. I know who he is.
So
the YouTuber, man.
Yeah. So I was watching like an interview or something with him, and he's like, somebody was asking him, is like, don't you feel like when you have the camera in all these situations, like you're not really like experiencing the moment? And he's like, no. Like I go back and I can like see what my week was like.
Yeah.
From this camera. He's like, I sit here. He's like, I'm not sticking a camera in people's face all day, which I think like people who are watching it kind of look at and being like, oh, this guy always has a camera on.
Yeah.
But like, if you think about it, like it's only like, it's a 5 minute, say it's a 5-10 minute, 20 minute, half an hour
video.
vlog.
Yeah.
Like for a whole day.
That's 24 hours a day.
You're really not getting that much.
And you know what's crazy is like when I went to the UK and I did that like 87 video series, is that like a lot of people were like, you were sticking your camera in every people's. I'm like, nah, bro. Like there were days where I made a whole vlog out of me shooting for maybe like 2 hours.
Yeah.
The thing is that people don't. If you know how to storytell, then you know how to make an hour feel like it's 24.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
because
I think is so nuts, because that's another thing that I'm like learning.
Exactly.
That's a skill itself. Is like just
telling a story. Like
yeah.
Does it have a beginning, middle, and end? You know what I mean? Do you wake up somewhere, or do you go get breakfast somewhere? You know what I mean? Like create that narrative, and then like what do you do at the middle of the day? Oh, I went to class. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? How do you make that cool? Well, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
and then
that's a whole different.
Or it's like, okay, what are you doing at the nighttime? Right? And then where do you go to bed? I mean, those are 4 instances, but those 4 instances can actually cost you like 10 minutes each.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be skimpy about it, like you can spend 40 minutes putting cameras in people's faces if that's how you feel.
Yeah.
And getting the story out there. You know what I mean? And people know you as a person. So if you're an authentic person, they know that you're not doing it to create content. You know, you're not doing it to be like, I want to see you do something crazy. I'm not. The police are here. Oh shit! Hide the drugs. I'm just joking.
No, we got alcohol. no.
Oh my god.
No smoke. You ever see that Genius interview with Lil Tecca? And he's like, I got 2 twin Glocks. He's like, I got no smoke.
I got no smoke.
No smoke for
I got a Ferrari.
He's like,
I've never driven in my life.
I don't even got a license.
Yeah.
He's like, he saying something about girls. He's like, I don't even got a girlfriend.
Yeah, it's mad jokes.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I don't have a girlfriend anymore.
No.
I miss her sometimes.
I think that's a good place to take a break.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey there, it's Antonio. This commercial is brought to you by me. If you like the podcast and you want to see other stuff, you should check out my website. I got pictures from a bunch of my trips, all of my vlogs, my short films, and some other stuff, like these, and these. So if you want to get any of them, they're on the website too. Appreciate it, because right now, it's just me wearing them. So that's all I got. Back to the pod. Bro, I got this. Anyway, so we're back.
Yeah, what episode is this?
So, 6.
What a loser. What kind of host doesn't know how many episodes he's done?
6. Because I haven't posted any yet.
Yo, you have to bleep that out.
Oh,
at
yeah,
this point, you're gonna post 5.
So this
at
is this is episode 10. Insert episode right here. Bro, if I had a nickel every time you said I'm easy with this, like, bro, we could have went to a nice dinner. Pause the way you're looking at me after saying that.
Yeah, it's because I'm in an orange jacket. Is that how you feel about it?
No, it's because you're not.
It's because it's furry.
If you're wearing
is it because I'm smiling at you? Yo, you know what? There's only one way that this could be like considered suspect, and it's because you think I'm attractive. So you see, you need to watch yourself before I tell your girl.
Hey, let me tell you, for people who aren't watching and just listening, Dev is mad attractive.
Whoa.
Hey.
I'm looking for a girlfriend, but
also, if you're a girl, if you're watching, and you want to hit up Dev, his Instagram will be right. Or wait, right? Shit.
What if it's here?
It'll be somewhere.
Yo, can it be like
it'll be somewhere in the video. Hashtag or at blame
Devante.
Blame Devante.
This guy forgot my name. That's so crazy. That was like the day after.
Shit.
This guy woke up beside me and said, "Oh, what was your name again?" That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Bro,
I need to drink to that
bro,
one.
You stayed the night. You stayed the night? What? Bro, fuck. Anyways. So, Dev, I'm gonna hit you with a segment that we hit all the guests with.
I love segments.
All right. So this segment, we've been talking about that about your the thing that we both do with the list.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, if you want, if you feel comfortable,
yeah, very comfortable.
Share one of your things on your list.
Yeah.
Share one of mine, and if you could do nothing for maybe the next 2-3 months and just do that one, what would it be?
All right, let me pull out my phone.
Yeah, I gotta.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, to just like put some like
some context.
Context behind it. Maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I had a panic attack. I woke up and I was like, yo, like I'm really not doing the things I want to do in life. I have all these goals, but like I'm really not working towards them. But I also have these goals and I kind of forget them every now and then. So I woke up with my best friend. He was at my house and I said, hey, I need to do this thing right now. It was like 3 a.m. Yeah. Imagine like shaking someone up like at 3 a.m. Like 3 a.m. I have an epiphany. I'm going to die tomorrow if I don't do this, right?
Yeah, at 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m. So he was pissed. So, you know what's crazy? I woke this guy up and then I went to the fridge to get some snacks because we're going to do this for at least an hour.
Yeah.
And then
and what were the snacks?
Blueberries, and I dropped all the blueberries all over the floor and he went right back to bed. So 20 minutes after that, I picked them all up, cleaned them all up, and then we did that. We wrote our list. And we both did. And we just wrote all of our goals. And, like, we kind of separated into, like, 4 different categories. So, like, one of them is, like, physical things. Things that you want in the future, things that you want to have. Yeah. And, like, we did this based off of, like, years. So, like, I want to make sure that by the end of 2020, I have most of these things or accomplish them or all of them. You know, I mean, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. A checklist.
So we had like physical things. We had things you want to develop or learn about. We have achievements that are like now, but also like later, and fun shit.
Yeah.
Like fun shit I want to do.
Yeah.
So like one thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
That like if I had to stop forever.
Like
3 months.
No, like 3 months. Like everything's good. Like you're taken care of, and you can. Yeah. You get bankrolled to just work on this thing for 3 months.
I think I want to be a better director then. I think that's like the biggest one is like if I can get into a place in which I have a team that backs me and I can literally direct the stories I want to tell, that'll be amazing. You know what I mean? That'll be so sick. And if I can do that for 3 months or a year or the rest of my life, because that's my goal, like I would do that.
Yeah. And you got did you like I know the Reebok commercials were your thing.
Yeah.
But like, did you like you came top start to finish, top to bottom? That was all you. Like
Wrote
you came
it,
up with concept.
Wrote it.
You directed.
I directed it. I shot it. Yeah, I shot
Did you
it.
edit it too?
Yeah, I edited it. My friend came through. My friend Isaiah, I love you. The other Isaiah though, the Asian Isaiah, love you, man. He came through and like produced it for me because I was like, hey, like I'm gonna die if you don't produce this, and he was like, all right, cool. And that's literally all my messages to Isaiah. Like I'm always like, hey, Isaiah, I'm gonna die if you don't help me with this, please. Because he's in film school, so like he's pretty good at what he does, so he always comes through for me. I really appreciate that.
So like producing, is he sitting here and he's for like the people who don't know, because we do that. I mean,
we do this. Don't worry. Don't try that. We do this.
Well, like
continue.
Okay.
Yo, fuck it, man. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
All right,
so
cool.
we do this.
Yeah,
so
we do this.
But like producing. So like, what's something like a producer would do? Like if he's coming in, like you're directing.
So director is someone that I would say manages the bodies. It manages the actors. It like takes care of like how people are supposed to act and conveying the story, pushing the narrative. I think a producer creates the playground in which the director is supposed to play in. So they create the sandbox. They find like the jungle gym. They find the slide, and then say, okay, I gave you this place. Make sure it looks good. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's what a producer
just
does.
Facilitates.
It creates an environment in which the director is supposed to do his work in.
Yeah. Okay, so that like.
But he also manages the money and like
funds it. All right, that makes sense. For the like
people at home.
People at home, if you're not with this, or if you are with this and you just need a Devante definition.
Yeah, that's actually my definition. It could be completely wrong, but that's how I see it. I don't think it's completely wrong.
For the longest time when I was executive producer at CBN, I didn't even know what that meant. I was just like, yo, I'm just
I love how you said producer.
That's what I was.
That's what it said on your fucking hat. You fucking idiot. I was like, I remember like the first time I met you, I'm like, I swear that's not spelled right. But no, it wasn't that I couldn't figure out why. It was just I was staring at it long enough, and I was like, I don't know why this is not right, but it's definitely not right.
Bro, that's how it was. So I went and I think I got the spot at CVN being like executive producer.
Yeah.
And I was so hyped. Literally like maybe 2-3 days later, I went to the mall. I was like, yo, I want this hat made. Like I want this and this. And I gave it to the guy. And he hit me back like a day later, gives me the hat, and I was so fucking I put that shit on. I was like, I'm the executive producer. This is me, yo. I'm gonna fucking kill it. I sent Demi a picture. I was like, yo, check this shit that I just made. And he goes,
it would be them. It would be them to do that.
And he goes, yo, you're fucking stupid. And I was like, I was so pissed. I was like, I'm so hyped. I'm sitting here. I'm so excited. I was like, what are you talking about? And I like was going to meet him. I pulled up. I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, he like literally takes the hat off my head and he goes, read it. And I was like, what? He's like, read it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like holding it in my face.
Yeah.
And I was like, executive prods. And I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot.
That's so crazy. Hey, no. Here's the real question though. Did you write it down for him, or did
I literally gave it to him. He's like, how do you spell producer?
So wait, did you spell it wrong, or did he spell it wrong?
No, because I made sure.
Oh, he spelled it wrong.
Because I didn't know.
You should have went back in there and.
And that's what Dem said. He's like, you should go and get your money back. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna be the executive producer now. And like now here.
Yo,
years later,
if you're ever on the show. Make sure you bring this up again and just call him an idiot, because he should have got another hat, and then he would have had two hats. One was spelled right and one was spelled wrong, and then he can be an idiot most times, but when he's in like real situations, he could have like the real writing. But that's it. That's a side note.
At this point, well, after that, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get a new hat. I just didn't want to go to the mall and like tell the guy, be like, hey, spelled this wrong. I was like, not about to do that.
If I spent $40 on anything and they wrote it wrong, I'm getting my money back and I'm getting a second hat.
Well, look, so after, so many people would be like, oh, I like your hat. I'd be like, oh, thanks. I'd be like, you see what it says?
Yeah, you did that to me, dickhead.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah, it's sweet.
Executive producer.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, but really?
So you realize how many people weren't reading your hat.
Yeah, so many people were literally just giving it the once over, like, Sweet.
Yeah, I was too until I really, really took it in, and I was like, wow, I can't spell either, I guess.
But yeah, so now I can say I was an executive producer, not a producer.
I love it though. I love it. It's something to talk about.
I'm with it. That's what I said.
It actually is something to talk about.
Conversation
It's
starter.
great. It actually is great. Other than I think people think you have downs or something. Like no disrespect to people who have downs, but it is what it is. Yeah,
I was with
2019. I know you're not supposed to say things like that, but like whatever.
But you know.
Yeah.
So I guess for solidarity.
Yeah.
My list.
Yes, I want to hear about your list. So, like, how did you come up with your list? Like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? Like,
so I saw your list and I was like, "That's sweet," because like no, it was definitely after we went to Toronto and like we saw all your shit and you like showed us the remix and everything. So like we saw all of it and it was after. Yeah, it was definitely after the Reebok commercial. Yeah, because I did this in July. When did the Reebok commercial come out?
The Reebok commercial came out.
Commercials.
Yeah, there's
multiple.
2. Yeah, that's cool.
Put some respect on his name.
Man, that's cool. It was cool. It was a cool experience. Anyway, it's not about me right now.
That's what the whole show's about.
Shut up. So, actually, I do think that if it wasn't late July, it came out in early August.
Okay. So it was like around the same time. Like I saw that and I like watched your vlogs and I was like, "What? You're 25."
Yep.
And I'm 22. So I was like,
what the fuck? You're 22?
Yeah, like not that much.
Oh my god, I'm so old. Oh yeah, damn, you're 25, right? Great.
Yeah.
All right,
so like not that far off, but I was like, yo.
That's so sick. I wish I was 22 right now.
It's lit.
I wish I was 22 with a girlfriend and out of school.
Yo, it's lit.
That's so crazy.
That's what I'm working with.
I'm just 25 and gray haired and like old and
gray
lonely.
hair.
Just looking like shit. Like a bag of shit.
You got a fucking turtleneck on.
Yeah, exactly. That's an old man thing. Exactly. You wear button ups with like collars, and I wear turtlenecks. Continue.
Button up.
Do what you do. Do what you do. All right, 22-year-old.
Anyways,
I want to hear it.
So I saw that. I saw your list, and I was like, yo, that's sweet. Bro, my guy over there had a turtleneck on and was admiring your turtleneck.
Yeah, and he's fucking old. Continue, asshole. He's fucking old. I swear more on this podcast than I've swore on any other podcast.
Anyway.
And I've only done one.
Oh, yeah. This and the other one. So I saw your list. I was like, yo, this is like a sweet idea. And I was like, I have a lot of stuff that I want to do. Just graduated. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you're not in the same spot, but like we both do this. And
no, we're in the same spot. We're very similar. Until I'm making millions of dollars, like we're in the same spot.
Like you just put out 2 commercials with Reebok. Like we're not in the same spot.
Yeah, but we're also like in the middle of a park, and I'm at a conference in which I'm not getting paid for being there, and my pockets are mad skimpy right now. So we're in the same place because I'm pretty sure you're okay right now, and I'm not.
All right. Anyways, so we're both here.
We're both here. This is a we thing, man. Why this guy's so like
French.
Do you want me to call you racist? This guy's always like, we're not together. We're not. You're like here, and I'm like here. Like you know.
Further down this.
Totally joking. He's not racist.
Bro. I'm hot. I'm hot over here. I'm about to get. Am I wearing a turtleneck?
I was about to grip his whole neck.
So I saw that. I was like, wow, like if you're doing this and like you're getting these things done, like your commercials, like your vlogs, like you're sticking to these things. Like I had the hardest time. Like I have an idea, and like even like the vlogging, like my last year of college, I didn't even finish it because I stopped to make a movie.
No, I'm sorry for real.
So like I had just like have a hard time sticking to it. So I was like, if you're doing these things, you can stick to it. I was like, and you're doing this, like maybe. I was like, I don't know, fuck it, I'll give it a try. Literally, fuck it.
Like here's the thing: the reason why I put it out there, because originally I wasn't gonna put the list out there. I was just gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah.
But I think that once you tell people you're gonna do something, it holds you accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You say, I'm gonna do this.
Instead of just
people
being
like, he's not gonna do that. You know what I mean? You have a list of 20. He's like, this guy's not gonna do anything. And then as soon as someone accomplishes one of those things, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still ain't shit. You accomplish the next thing. And they're like, oh, okay. But then it gets to a point where, you know, it's not even about hating. It's more of like, wow, if he can do this, I can do this.
Literally.
And that wasn't even something like I went out there to do. It's just like, not even just you. A couple other people were like, yo, this shit is actually like mad inspiring. Like,
yeah.
I think it's crazy that like you went out of yourself to just want to be better. And I think that's, at the end of the day, like, especially us being in our 20s, like, we should be just working towards, like,
early and late 20s.
What are you trying to say about me? You want to get choked out right here in Detroit, downtown Detroit? Yeah, I can be that guy.
Bro,
you know?
Mans comes from the 6 and chokes me out.
Imagine.
I don't even want to say in my city. I'm not from Detroit. I hate when people say that shit.
Yeah, Big Sean, my guy.
20 minutes south. Big Sean's about to come up and curb stop me.
Eminem.
Yeah, no. I think it's super sweet, and I didn't realize like holding. Cause I didn't put it out there.
Yeah.
But I had my girlfriend sign the back of mine.
Yeah.
And like you had your
Isaiah.
sign the back of yours. Like it's different telling somebody like I want to do this, and like I wrote my list and I was like, I don't think I can do this one. But I'm like, if I get close to it, like that's better than not doing it at all.
Bro, honestly, in this lifetime, we have only like a short period to do whatever we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, why not shoot for the stars? Like, why not put something on the wall and be like, oh, I crossed it off?
Yeah.
Even if it's crazy, because there one day you could cross it off and be like, wow, I actually did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really cool to document that. It's really, like, documentation is so important. You know what I mean? Like, people don't know where you came from, and it's cool when you can show people.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I did to come here. And, like, you might think, like, oh, like, these vlogs are not going to come in handy in the future, but they will.
Yeah.
All the vlogs you've done,
yeah,
in 10 years when you're looking back, you're like, oh, snap, I actually did all those things.
I think it's funny, like, now, like, you have people, like, you did a shit ton of vlogs.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm not saying, like, not trying to compare, but, like, you did a shit ton, and, like, people ask for them. Like, I only did, like, this much compared to, like, quantity-wise, this much compared to you, and, like, I have people who ask me, like, yo, are you going to do vlogs again? And I'm like, that's weird to me because, like, it's not a point of, like, oh, I think I'm important, I should show you this. It's more of, like, this is only going to happen now. I'm going to show it just to be like you said, like, this is where I came from, like, this is what I do.
Yeah, 100%.
This is
it's
what I
just
do.
Documentation. Like, do we get on people for, like, writing books about their lives?
Yeah.
You know? Why would you get at someone for, like, videoing their experience on life? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not telling you have to watch it.
Yeah.
But if you watch it and you enjoy it, come through. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I have selfish reasons why I shoot it, and it's not to get attention, but it's because it's like a biography of my life. You know what I mean? Like, pictures only tell a little bit. You know what I mean? They're only like a little bit of the story. But when you can see people in motion and vividly, like, talking, and, like, there's so much. In people's voices, there's so much there. You know what I mean? Like, you can get a picture, but, like, when you see video of, like, some crazy shit going down, you're like, bro, that actually happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wow. And I know who was there, and I know what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And I could guess what those drinks tasted like because his face is squirming up. Like, it's crazy. Like, I think video is such an incredible medium to tell stories.
Yeah. I think that's, it's so, like, you put it way better than me. I just like, I think it's cool. Like, if someone's asking me, like, why do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's cool. But, like, just, yes, you say it way more articulately.
Thank you. Maybe I'm just Canadian. Like,
oh yeah.
Not saying Americans don't know how to articulate. I'm just saying I'm just, like, Canadian, so I'm trying to be polite and, like.
Are you coming at us?
Hey, I don't come on anything right now.
Yo, someone please hit his line. If you're single, you're in the 6, or if you're in the D and you're trying to get some D. hit up my man. Bro,
I got a drink you could taste. Anyway, so we're back to
my list. I guess if there was one thing I could do.
Yeah, what is, like, one thing I'm actually interested in your list
because one of my things was like, so I did sort of like a pseudo podcast in like my last 2 years of college. The middle 2 years actually. And I was like, oh, I was just doing it because it was like something to do. I thought it was fun, and people listened to it. They're like, yo, when is the next episode of the podcast coming? And literally, like, enough people asked me, so I was like, maybe I should do it again. Yeah. So, like, I'm sitting here, and I was like, I could do the same one that I did, which is literally just me sitting there, have a playlist of songs, and I just talk in between them. I was like, I could do that. I was like, or I could try and do something different. And so I sat there for like a couple couple weeks, try to come up with like a new series. So one of the things on my list was just do 10 episodes of this. And like I came up with this series, and I was like, if I only do 10, nobody gives a shit, that's fine. It's something to cross off.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was bright as fuck. That one was bright. But like this is one of them. And then I guess another one if I could work on, which is what's crazy is the next one that I think I'm going to work on. Actually, I think I might do a season 2 of this.
Well, I think you're already halfway there. You know what's beautiful about making lists?
This is episode 6.
You know what's beautiful about making lists is the fact that at first it's really hard, and you think about all the reasons why you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're on episode 6. You know what I mean? Like episode 1, you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
By episode 3, you're like, oh yeah, now I know how to use the mics properly, and everything's working out.
Yeah.
I listen to the shit, and then now you're on episode 6. When you're on episode 10, you're gonna be like, oh,
that was easy.
That was easy.
And what's crazy is before I even did this, I was like, okay, my idea is to do 10 episodes.
Yeah.
10 different guests.
Yeah.
And just try and get people to talk. Yeah. And I was like, nobody's going to, like, I can think of, like, maybe 3 people who would want to do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I put it out there, like, one of the episodes with my homie Luke, I was like, yo, would you want to do this? And he's like, I don't really know. And I was like, okay, like, I'm not going to push you. But then I, like, brought it up another time, and he's like, you know what? Like, let's do it. We filmed his episode. This motherfucker did not shut up for an hour. And I, like, finished. We did the break.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, is this okay?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Is this okay? He's like, I'm really nervous. I don't know what to say. I was like, bro, I've known you my whole life.
Yeah.
And you're killing it. Like, I was like, you're doing good. So, like, me doing this is, like, so cool to, like, see people
you get to see people, like really, like, rise to the occasion. I feel like you see people and they're, like, very passionate in their space.
Yeah.
And, like, what they're talking about and, like, the way they express things, I think is, like, really beautiful. And, you know, you being the host, like, you're probably the only person that's going to see that. You know what I mean? Outside of their family or their significant other, like, you're that guy that's going to be able to see, like, this person lighting up about, like, fucking candles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love Yankee Candle. Like, you know, like,
bro,
the winter edition, it just gets me. It just makes me finish. But, like, that's not me.
Yeah. Not Yankee Candles, not the winter one. You're more like a fall, summer kind of guy.
You know, I don't come from candles.
You come in candles?
Maybe not. Never. Maybe I should try. If I don't get a girlfriend in the next, like, year, then maybe I'll try.
Someone please help us.
Help this guy. Help this man.
But like, no, I think it's really cool. And, like, by the time we finished that one episode, he was like, bro, when are we going to do another one? And I was like, to me, it's crazy because I thought it was going to be hard to even get him on to, like, want to do it. And he hit me up. I didn't even pack up my stuff, and he's like, I'm ready for the next one. And I was like, to me, that's cool that, like, people want to talk. People want to do, and, like, people get scared. Like, you put a mic in front of them, and people are like, I don't know. Like, you're real comfortable.
Well, I mean, first of all, we're social beings. Like, people, you need to talk. You put any human being in a room with no one in it for, like, a week, and they'll go crazy.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, you're a really nice guy, and you're a really trustworthy guy. And, like, the space you create, you know what I mean? It's a safe space. So, like, whatever I say in your space, I don't feel like I'm going to be judged for it, nor do I feel like I'm going to harm you or you're going to take offense, you know what I mean? Unless I'm going at you, like, you're going to be chill about it, you know what I mean? Like, you're not one of those people that are going to be like, oh, you said that? Okay, so let's talk about that topic, you know what I mean? That's how you feel about Sandras?
Sandra?
Girls that are being Sandra? That's how you feel? My mom's name is Sandra. What do you think? You're like, I don't... What? I didn't know your mama's name was like on some like Idris Elba shit. Like, nah, like
with the hot one shit.
Nah, like, you're a really nice guy. So, like, when someone gets to open up to you and, like, they realize that, you know, it's a positive reinforcement and stuff like that, like, they're like, all right, like I can talk forever.
Yeah,
you're kind of like a therapist in a way. You know what I mean?
It's cool to see it for me to just to like have people go who, like, normally wouldn't, and just like
open up. Like,
just go. And, like, even like my friend, like, I've known him for 14 years. Like, I've known him in elementary school. In high school, he maybe said like 6 words, but, like, we were like locker neighbors. Like, I saw him every single day, and I'd be like, is it? Okay.
All right. If we have can we have 10 minutes?
10 minutes to wrap up.
We're just gonna wrap this up real quick. Yeah. All right. Can you just do a lap? One lap? Can you just do a lap? We'll be done by the time you come back around.
Say you didn't say anything.
Well, say you said everything.
You didn't come by yet.
No. We'll say you did come by yet, and you told us to get out of here, and we
We'll
were
wrap
just
it
being
up.
we were being belligerent assholes. Love you, safety ambassador. Love you.
All right, so I guess
That could be my next girlfriend. Jokes.
bro, man's is really trying to.
Yo, I've been telling
Really
them
trying to
since
get-
I woke up, like, yo, I need to get off this wave. Like, I need to stop loving women and love myself more.
Yo, get your chest off my back.
Yeah, you're sitting there rubbing Debbie's back. You're like, bro, I just need someone to hold me.
I said,
I
yo,
see
I
someone
need
to
someone to love me. And Dev's like, yo, I'm not even gonna talk in your podcast, but apparently he loves me, so he spoke.
Oh man.
So yeah, how are we gonna wrap this up? Wait,
I
is there
forgot-
anything else you want to ask?
Yeah. So, anyways, I've been trying to say about if there's one thing I could do on my list. I
Yes.
guess the next thing. It was funny
Yeah.
that you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
I would want to work on this web series that I'm doing because I've
Yeah.
been like passively writing it. It's about like a liquor store.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to say too much because I
Yeah.
don't want to.
But that's a beautiful. I think the cool thing about like that setting is there's not many shows or anything really out there that is focused on a liquor store. Like
Yeah.
if that's the main setting,
Yeah.
man, some really funny content can go down in there.
And I've had so many ideas. Like it's been something I've been like kind of thinking about. Like
Yeah.
literally, I've written like 5 scripts for it,
insane.
and I'm like I don't know how to write a script, but like I put shit together, trying to do it, and I'm like that's gonna be the next thing. But shit, we're in the park. The safety ambassador is gonna come and kick your ass.
Yeah, then she's just gonna be an ambassador at that point because I'm not keeping her safe.
Anyways, all right. So I guess we gotta get out of here before
Apparently.
her supervisor comes and kicks the shit out of her.
Apparently, and he's probably scary.
Yeah. Oh, she did her lap. All right.
All right.
So we're gonna end it how we always end it. All right. So Dev,
Yeah.
the whole idea of this is should we do a podcast? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you.
Yes.
Should we do a podcast?
Yes. 10 times over. I think this is beautiful. It gives people the platform to express how they feel, but also like get to know people that are your friends. And I think you have some really cool friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's a reflection of you. You know what I mean?
I
You're a
would-
really cool person. You're a really nice person, and like you have goals and you're really ambitious. But what I really like about you as a person is that like you don't really give a fuck about anyone else saying things, right? Like you have some really close people that you're like, okay, is this sick? And
Yeah.
if, you know, they give you the green light, you're like, all right, cool, I'm putting it out. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like it's really, what is it?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like
Fuck it.
it, man. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
And I'm only probably gonna swear on your podcast, so fuck it, man.
That's fine.
Fuck it.
Just don't send this one to your aunts.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'll send it to my mom though. I'll tell her
That's
not
it.
to send it to anyone else. But yeah, no, I appreciate you for having me on here, man. Like I
Dope.
love you guys, both of you and Dema. Like you
Huh.
guys made like Detroit home for me, and I really appreciate it. Like anytime I come out here, I'm never scared. I'm never like, I don't feel at home. Like you guys are always like, yo, what are you saying?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna be here.
Comfortable
Yo.
enough to do a
Yeah,
podcast
man.
in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's love. I don't know what that is.
Here it is. Anytime I'm with you guys, I feel safe, and I think that's very important.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, the whole thing. Should we do a podcast?
Yes.
Should we?
Wait, you like together?
Should we?
Like together?
Yeah.
Like a series together?
Should we?
Yo, that'd be jokes.
That's it. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time. A Tone Time production.